Hello, my name's Gary Wilson, and this little video is about my first marathon attempt. I just thought I'd share the experience with you because I'm finding it really bloody hard, and also it will go on my blog and I can look back on it in years to come. So yeah, I'm due to run the Edinburgh Marathon in Scotland on the 25th of May 2008. I've only been running long distances for about 2 years, or a bit less than 2 years, so I'm not really a very good runner, long distance runner. I wouldn't class myself as an athlete. I am a member of a club, but essentially I'm just a heavy set jogger, I suppose. Although things are improving, as you'll hear when I tell you my times. But I just thought I'd try and express to people who might be considering doing a marathon that it deserves respect. It is so hard. Let me put it this way, right? Running 10 miles is hard, but you can do it. Running 15 is hard, but you can do it. Running 20, things get a bit twisted, because after mile 18 you start feeling a bit weird, right? And unless you've supplied your body correctly, it starts to get a bit questionable. Okay, so if you get to mile 20, superb. You've then got a 10k race to go. You've got 6.2 miles left, and at mile 20 you're a goner. So 26 miles, or 26.2 miles, to respect the Queen, deserves respect. That's the one thing I've learned. My God, you know. And the training I've been doing was for 18 weeks. I've used a Mike Grattan training schedule, which was for intermediates, and it put me in the 25 to 40 mile a week category, a kind of intermediate moving up to marathon distance. Just the basics about me: I'm 39, I'm 40 this year, I'm 6 foot tall, I'm 14 stone, I'm kind of average built, so not the lightest build for running. I used to be a footballer when I was young, or a sprinter, hurdler, that type of thing. So I was not very good at long distance running. My long distance running started when the girls in the office told me I was fat and I'd lost it and I was past it, and I put my name down for a half marathon. That was 2 years ago. The pain I went through then was a lot, but it's different to the pain that I'm going through now. I've got 4 weeks left before this marathon, and I'll do another video when I've finished the damn thing. So I've been training for what seems like ever. The training schedule asks you to do hill runs, tempo runs and long slow runs, and it's a long slow run that's the killer. It doesn't matter how good your iPod is or how good your selection of music. After about 12 miles you don't really give a shit. It doesn't matter how funky the tunes are, you're knackered, so you don't care. You ain't bobbing along thinking, hey, that's a cool tune, I'm glad that one's come on now, because you're on mile 12, 13, you're going up a hill, and you don't really want to be there because you've been doing this for the last 12 bloody weeks. It's boring. Okay? So if you're considering doing it, training for a marathon is boring, because the long slow runs are boring. They're bloody boring. That's what they are. What else can I say on it? But there's 4 weeks to go. What have I learned? I've learned that you need to take gels. They're very useful. I've learned that 2 years ago I trained to do a half marathon, and when I did the half marathon I was really proud of myself. I was so impressed. I was amazed I even did it. I've done about 15 half marathon runs in training for this marathon. And I've done about 8 or 9 more runs that are longer than a half marathon distance in training for this one marathon. The furthest I've run is 22 miles, and I am not going to do that again until race day. I don't give a shit what the schedule says. I did 22 miles in 3 hours 2 minutes, and in that particular run I did feel good, and I PB'd my half marathon best in that training run. So my running has improved, and your running will improve if you take this challenge on, because purely by high mileage, by doing more miles, you eventually become a better runner. You kind of become more effective. Well, not effective, more efficient. So your system learns how to manage itself better, and you can continue stronger for further. A couple of tips I will give you from a complete amateur is run on hills. You have got to run on hills. You can run slowly on hills, but it gets your heart rate up, and it's really, really good for you. I'd also invest in a Garmin 305 or some kind of device that has a heart rate monitor. I've chose the Garmin. Buy it online, not from a shop. It costs double in a shop. Very, very good device, very, very useful, and gives you the basic information you need to know where you stand if you have a particular time in mind. I want to do my marathon, my first ever marathon, very arrogantly in sub 3:45. That figure has been based on the fact that I did 2 sub 2 hour half marathons, and I've improved since then. I'm on the Runners World Forum website. My nickname is Haggis2. Hello to everyone on that forum. You know who you are. Bungie, Molly, Special K, DR5, GG, DRB, Umbongo, Wicked D. There are so many. And also have a look on Fetch. Fetch everyone, which is a website which will help you to monitor your progress over time. You can put your training runs in there and stuff. It's a little bit geeky, but if you're interested in finding out how well you're doing, it's very, very useful. Well, it's basically that. It's very useful. So, but just lastly, I'm exhausted. The last 2 runs I've done have been 16 and 11, and on Saturday, it's Friday today, on Saturday, am I doing it on Saturday? Shit, yeah, I'm doing it tomorrow. I've got a 20-mile run tomorrow, which ain't going to be easy. So I'm going to have to do it slow. I'm not looking forward to it, you see. I'm bored of these long runs already. It gets boring. God damn, it gets boring. But I'm going to do it. But just lastly, respect is due, okay? Anyone you know that's run a marathon, don't ever mock them, okay? If they run it from start to finish, I do not include the people who have walked round in a time that takes more than 4 hours. I don't regard those people as marathon runners, really. I'm sorry about that. If you can't run it from start to finish, even if it's very slow, you haven't really achieved it. But for the people who have, respect them. Let me tell you, you respect them, because 26.2 miles is a son of a bitch. It is not a distance to be mucked around with. You know, I don't mind pushing myself. This is going to be tough. And I respect every single person that has ever run one of these. And if you're considering doing it, it's a big commitment. A very, very big commitment, and it is very, very hard. My next video will show me finished. I'll tell you my official time, I'll tell you how it felt, if it was worth doing it, and if I'm going to do another one. Although in saying that, I'm already booked for Loch Ness. I just have to get through the ballot. We shall see. Just thought I'd tell you what it's like. And it's bloody hard. Hope so.